man, here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Nigel Hall.
I'm Derrick Freeman.
And you are now in tune to episode 34 of The Shadow People. It is great to be with you here this afternoon. We have an incredible guest with us who is a killing musician, but also, here's the twist, he's a comedian as well. And he is fucking hilarious. And I've been hanging out with this dude since he's been in town. And we've been getting to know each other. And this motherfucker is perfect for this show because this room is filled with a bunch of crazy ass motherfuckers on a regular basis. And, you know, we got a reputation to uphold here. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Zach Mama is here with us today. Yes.
That's the least amount of clap I ever got.
Hey, man, well, at least you got something.
Something.
That's what's up, man. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome
I'm good,
to the Shadows
man.
People.
I'm nervous because there's not a single camera pointing at me, so I don't know which one to look
Oh
at.
yeah, they're all pointing at you.
Yeah.
It's like wide angle.
You have at least two of them pointing in your direction.
It's very unclear where I should
You know,
look.
Derrick's big time, so he gets his own camera.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. How do you get to that point in your life?
I don't know. I don't think that's true, but you know, it's just part of my charm. But there is a camera. There's several cameras pointing at you right now, as far as I can tell. So
Oh,
I
those
think
are
you're gonna be
cameras.
The cameras and microphones are on.
good. Yes,
yeah.
So-
they've been on for a while,
Yeah.
by the way.
And we have a secret ghost voice over there?
Yeah, I'm over here in the dark corner as
Yeah,
well.
he's Danny Darko.
Danny Darko.
We put him in the corner because of his darkness, which I think is great because I think you and him together, I think this is probably going to be the most we hear from you.
It's possible. We'll see.
You know, because now we're outnumbered.
Is Danny here every time?
He's here most of the time.
I'm here a lot of the time, hiding back here. pretty
He's
much.
here most of the time.
Can we cut his mic off?
I don't even know if it's on, honestly. I have no
His
idea.
mic hasn't been on in
Definitely
months.
But see, what happens is Danny comes in. When he comes in, he'll come in halfway through us filming episode, and then he's like Norm from Cheers. And every time he comes in, we're like, Danny, Norm, you know.
Yeah, I don't have that reference because I'm French. But if
Oh
you have a
yeah, that's
French
right.
reference-
You wouldn't know nothing about
They
Cheers.
show it in
Okay.
that country. That's
They do, but
It's more an
you
age thing,
probably
I think.
ain't seen-
It's true.
Yeah, we're both. I think considerably older than you are.
I'm 34.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go.
44.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have said 43, bro. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, look, anything less than what I actually am is I'm
You
with
shave.
that. It's because I shaved today.
Yeah.
It's because I put that grease on.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
That's why I always say black don't crack unless you smoke it.
Hey. That I got, man.
Hey,
Wow.
he said, I got that one.
Yeah.
you got some crack.
I've traveled enough to know
Oh,
what it is.
Right. I was like,
I'm good. I still want this to air, you know?
bro? Hey, yo.
I
Hey,
didn't know what
look,
we was talking
if
about.
we gonna get canceled, this is gonna be the episode. I feel it, and I welcome it.
Is there
I
anything I
welcome
can't say on the...
it. No, there is not. You can say anything you want.
Okay.
You can say anything you want.
Because one time I was doing a radio show
Mm-hmm.
in Idaho. I highly recommend going there to do that.
I'm not doing it.
Doing a radio show, and I said the word fuck. And they were like, whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh
whoa,
no, you can
whoa.
say all kind of fucks here.
They were like, that's the only word you can't say. I was like,
oh really?
Oh, let's test the theory.
Okay, I know. Let's try.
Right.
And they were wrong. I said other
There
things.
was more
wrong.
words. Yeah. Seven
That's
of them, I
crazy.
believe. If you listen to George Carlin.
Josh Carlin.
Yeah, we were talking about him yesterday. Yeah, I guess we'll get started with some questions here. I mean that was a horrible way to do it.
Yeah, let's do
But-
it again.
Yeah, let's just.
Wait, so you're on tour right now?
Yeah, you on tour right now.
I call it a tour. Some people call it being homeless, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm,
What's-
all
I
over.
was gonna ask you where you lived. Where like I mean we know you're from France, but like where do you live?
So
currently right
initially, can I tell the
now? You
backstory?
can tell all. Yeah.
Backstory. I lived in France until I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
I met a drummer in Paris when I was 19, Justin Faulkner,
Yep.
Faulkner, we love him.
We
Yep.
love Justin.
great jazz drummer. Shout out
Shout
to
to
Justin.
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 Oh, man.
Yeah, chill out. It's about me now. I saw him play in Paris, and I was like, man, I've been playing drums since I was 5. I've never seen anyone play like that. You know, where are you from? He said, Philly, man. Come, I'll hook you up. So I moved to Philadelphia when I turned 21, and I lived with one of his friends near Temple University, and I would go to jam sessions every night, study with different...
Great jam sessions in Philly, too.
Amazing.
We love
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Woo.
Love
I
it.
would get yelled at on stage, like, man, you ain't giving me nothing. I was like, I don't know what to give you. I have my 2 sticks. That's all I have. Yeah, you want a third? You want a third stick? And, started going to church in North Philly, started playing at black churches. You know, they were like, are you Chris Bodie? I was like, no. But I was like, yeah, thanks for asking.
Hey, yo.
Do I look that old?
Damn.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
And after a while, started touring, playing music. Lived in New York after Philly. Lived in New Orleans, 2018 to 2020. That's when we first met.
Yep.
For the first time.
For the first time.
We first met for the first
We
time
gotta
again
talk,
yesterday.
We got to talk about that later.
And yeah, sure. And pandemic happened. No more gigs. And my dream had been to just go on tour by myself and do stand-up. So I signed up for an open mic. I was living in Hawaii during the pandemic. And I wanted to be on stage, but there was no music. The only thing that we could do was stand-up. I was like, I want to be on stage so bad, I'll go do stand-up. Then I started doing gigs again, playing music. But stand-up took over because I was having way more fun doing stand-up alone than playing with great Hawaiian musicians.
Yeah.
Because jazz is so big there, they're really good. It's like surfing in New York, that's where you want to be. And after a while, I was like, okay, I'm having so much more fun doing stand-up. I had to stay in Hawaii because I was applying for my American citizenship. So I couldn't go to, Hawaii to New York is so expensive and so far. I had no money, so I waited. And when I applied, I thought, cool, my application is in. It's probably going to come back in a year. I want to travel, so I'll go to all 50 states in a year, couch surf, go everywhere. And after a month, they were like, hey, you can become American. I was like, oh, shit, already? So I had to fly back to Hawaii, wait for my passport. And when I got my passport, I'd only been to like 4 states.
Right.
And I told everybody I was going to do all 50. So I was like, fuck, I can't quit now.
Right.
I'm French, but I don't want to surrender like that.
Right.
That always works, right? French surrendering. Thank you, guys.
Shit.
So I kept going. I went to Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, kept going down, then Texas, and around back up to New York. And now I have 12 states left 4 years later. And it's Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, New Hampshire, like places everybody wants to go to.
Have you been to Maine yet?
No.
You haven't been to Maine?
Portland, Maine.
Maine's great,
Yeah,
though.
I'm flying to Portland tomorrow.
I am supposed to be there in October.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an email confirmation from a club there. So
Already too cold.
I
for
think-
me, but
In October?
15.
good luck.
It's not going to be that cold. It's not going to be. I've spent many. I mean,
I know not for you, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've spent many winters in Maine before, and they're cold, but it doesn't get that cold in October.
Why was it
so
not
you
that
should be
cold
fine.
for you? What were you doing up there?
I was, you know what? I was making children.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
That's why
I
it was
making
pretty-
children. That's why I was nice and warm and
Yeah.
cozy. If you really, y'all want to know, that's what the fuck I was doing. Next, you know,
Let's keep talking about that again.
no, you see, keep talking about it. Nah, but Maine is beautiful though, and I think you'll have a good time in Portland. If you go anywhere north of Portland though, yeah, that's when you should buckle up because
I'm supposed to go to Vermont too. Is that north of Portland?
No, Vermont is west.
Okay.
Vermont is west and a little south of it, but it's cold there. It gets really cold there.
See, Americans know geography, guys.
We do.
Most of us do
We do because we
be out
lived
here.
in this. We were there.
Yeah. Oh, you lived in Maine too?
No,
he
we're
ain't
just
never
saying, just on the, we traveled.
Yeah.
And I'm old. When I started traveling, we were still using atlases and shit. Like, so
MapQuest.
MapQuest was like a huge
You
thing.
remember MapQuest?
MapQuest, we thought that was like, yo, the computer tells you where to go. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
No, I'm
Nah,
convinced my
it's
parents single-handedly keep MapQuest in business.
That's
They
amazing.
still print out the thing.
Crazy.
It's
Used to
amazing.
print that shit out. It would be like this thick. It'd be like literally a book telling, like, if you had to drive like from New Orleans to California, it would it would literally be a 30-page. Then you get to Texas, make a left here, and then
Really?
stay there for about 9 hours, and then when you get there, it's just like
So
one of
that
those
was
things.
like a small book that
It's like a
told
small
you-
book with the
Yeah.
instructions on
Directions?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was
And then,
crazy.
And was there a big map in it, or just like,
No, you had those too. You had the big atlas too. You would just take. It was crazy.
yeah?
I mean, it was normal. I'm just saying, but it seems like trying to go somewhere without GPS now seems insane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, I remember when that wasn't even like a
Yeah,
possibility. It's just crazy.
I ain't even gonna lie. I can't get around the city sometimes without GPS.
Because I've been. How many
And
states
I
you been
live
to,
here.
Nigel? I've been to 49 states.
I've been to 49.
You're,
I've been
all
you're
49.
missing Alaska.
Alaska.
I'm missing Hawaii.
Alaska, yeah.
Hey, I did those. Come
I
on,
I was
guys.
just in Hawaii.
I know.
So I just crossed that off the list.
Yeah.
But
Let's
Alaska.
see if I finish before you guys, because you went like fast, and I'm like,
No, I know. I mean,
Slow and
I,
steady.
I'm
You-
trying to.
Look, you
I'm
might
trying
get
to
to
go to Hawaii.
Alaska,
for-
but I mean, you've already been to Alaska.
Right. I'm
but
trying
you
to get
might
to Hawaii.
I want to see if I
soon,
can
but-
finish all 50 before you guys do your
You
last
might
one.
because I got no
might.
really plans to go to Hawaii, but I want to go obviously before I die. But I'm just saying, right now I have no immediate plans to go.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you have plans to go to all these.
So
other
how many
states.
have you hit so far?
38.
He
Oh,
got-
wow,
He
damn.
got 12
Okay.
more.
12 more.
You're
Okay,
driving.
so the Dakotas, Montana, then New England.
No, Montana I've been. Dakotas, Wyoming,
Wyoming, yeah.
Maine, Kansas. Man, I did a show in Kansas City, a block
Missouri.
away from Kansas. It was
Right there,
Kansas
'cause it's
City,
right there.
It's right there. It's
Missouri.
like literally right there.
It was
right
a
there.
block away. I was like, I can't count it.
Yeah, you
Cannot
can't
You
count
should have just walked across the street and did some jokes for a couple of people.
You should have just
I
went.
can't
You
count
should
it.
just went to the laundromat.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, I did a gay bar in Kansas City. I was like, cool, that's Kansas City, and the other one's
How
gonna be
was that
Kansas.
show?
And
How would talk about that show? How was that?
at the gay bar,
Yeah.
it was okay. It was run by a female trans comic called Stacy K. Shout out.
Mhm.
She's very funny. I won't tell you why, but she's super funny. No, because she studied. You know, that's how it works. If you study, you.
Yeah. She worked on her
I'm
craft.
trying to get you
Yeah.
to.
Uh-huh.
It was cool. It was not well attended. The bartender was behind me like this, and I was like, "Are you not having fun?" He was like, "You're the entertainment, honey." I was like, "Okay, well, yeah, but I need you to like kind of like make the other people feel like
Yeah,
there's a show
help me.
instead of like being like this right behind me."
Yeah.
But
That's
it was an okay show. It's that kind of bar show where you just bomb and you accept it.
Yeah.
Right.
And it hurts because some friends came thinking it was gonna be, well, we're gonna see Zach, and you're like
Right.
on a stool by the toilets, and you can't.
I've had some gigs like that.
Yeah,
I've certainly had gigs like that before.
and yeah, you're like, okay, well, I might not see them again,
No.
those friends, because sometimes it's torture.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday when we went to coffee about bombing and how a lot of it is it's the same way as as we listen to jazz music and we see how a wrong decision can turn into a really right one
Yeah,
if you allow it to.
yeah.
Won't you elaborate on that a little bit?
No. Seriously.
He said no, I don't want to know that.
So the thing I do always wonder though is just like how would you compare or not like being a musician, because you were doing music before you ever did stand up, right?
Well, my first thing I did was it was like theater as a kid. I
Oh,
was
okay.
on stage when I was 3,
Right,
drums
right.
when I was 5. I don't think it was conscious,
Mhm.
but I remember the first thing I did on the stage. I don't know if I can say it.
No, you can say anything you want here, man. This ain't no FAA rules.
Yeah.
No, I was on stage doing a little play for kids because my grandma had a little theater in Paris where she was doing voiceover. She did the voice of a goose on the Aristocats. It's a French Disney. It's a Disney movie that takes place in Paris. And Aristocats, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And so she had a theater in Paris where she was training French actors in English. Because they speak like this and they wanted to be in big Hollywood movies, but you can't unless you do a better accent than this, because this is...
That's why all the jazz singers in France are from Australia and England.
Sure. Because this is for porn. This is not for acting normal. This is like, hey, your delivery for a baguette?
Yeah.
All right, it's right here. And
I do want a baguette though. When I hear that accent,
no,
I'm like, actually, I wasn't thinking about a baguette, but since you said it like that, like, it's like, I'll take one.
I was talking about a different kind of baguette, but the one you can eat.
Pause.
You got it.
Best. Wow. Okay.
You see?
See.
Anyways, back to the original question.
Yeah.
So my grandma on Wednesdays she would have workshops for kids in English.
Mm-hmm.
She would make us repeat what she was saying, like, "Look, there's a puddle," and I would have to repeat something I didn't know anything. Like I didn't know what it meant. I was like, "Why would I repeat this shit?" So I wouldn't do it, and because she was my grandma, I didn't care about making her happy. All the other kids whose parents were paying for classes, they were like, "Do what she tells you." They're like, "Sure." I was like, "I don't give a shit," and that made everybody laugh because I was not respecting the rules. So I just remember that feeling of like doing whatever on stage and people laughing because I didn't follow the rules. So that's my first experience with being on stage. It's not stand-up, but that's the first thing I felt was like, I want to make people laugh.
Right.
That's my first memory of it.
Right.
And it felt amazing.
Right.
I'm not obeying my grandma. I'm breaking the rules and everybody's cracking up. You know?
He's like, let's go.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I'm kind of like an exhausting person because, you know, once I have your attention, I won't stop making you laugh.
Right.
But some people don't want to laugh all the time or they don't want me to keep pushing them to laugh.
Right.
You know, it's like, bro, I give you all the water I have and I'm like, I'm still trying to get more out of the bottle. But some people have like an empty bottle. Some have half empty.
Right.
And I'm like, I want to extract more.
Right.
And it's exhausting. And I saw my grandma, I still have the footage of her forcing me to repeat. And then when they go cut, because I have all the cameras were filming everything. And when they go cut, my grandma's like, fucking exhausting. But then she laughs at me. She's like, Zach, you're killing me. And she's laughing. So I'm like, yes, but you're still laughing.
Right.
You know?
But you're still laughing. That's great, man.
The second time was weird. And I want to talk about it because I was, you know, when you do an all-inclusive vacation with your parents, I don't know, or it's maybe just white people. I don't know if.
Yeah.
Well, black people do it sometimes too, but we getting paid to do it.
Yeah. So, so I was with my parents doing that, and at the end of the week, there's a show that kids do. And I was so excited because there was girls that were doing the Spice Girls, and they were fake, but I was a huge fan. I was 7. I was like, what? Spice Girls, so cool. I saw them. And then I went backstage because I wanted to meet the Spice Girls or whatever. They were not real. I was like, hey, bitch, it's not you. But then somebody bailed, okay? There was a show that was older kids were doing. They were like 12. I was 7. And they were like, we're missing one guy, and it was going to do Stevie Wonder. You want to do it, Zach? And I was like, yeah, I want to do Stevie Wonder. And I have the picture.
Feels disrespectful.
I have the picture.
It feels. Yeah. Do you have it with you?
I'm not doing blackface.
I was like,
I was about to say.
It was an inauthentic Stevie Wonder.
Okay. Good.
And I regret saying no to the paint.
You didn't do it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can you sing?
What?
Can you sing?
I wasn't singing.
Can you sing?
Oh, no, not really.
Okay.
I'm not a good singer. You can.
I'm killing.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of impersonation of Stevie Wonder were you supposed to do that didn't require singing? See,
But I have a question.
See, now more. See,
The other white guy was doing Michael Jordan. I was like, this is
how
bullshit too.
How was he doing?
Dressed as the person.
Oh,
they
just
gave
a
me
costume.
an afro.
They gave. Oh, okay.
See,
They were playing
So it is
famous
worse than I thought.
characters. There was a kid doing Michael Jackson. He was Chinese. I was like, what the fuck?
But that kind of checks out.
Yeah,
That kind of checks. That's
depending on which era of Mike we talking about.
Yeah,
it could be
depending on which
very
era.
appropriate.
We talking bad, that
Right.
might work.
Yeah.
That might actually. Yo, this episode is fucking crazy. We're gonna take a break. I need to use the bathroom.
Okay.
And I'll be right back. We will be right back with our dear friend Zach Mama on the Shadow
You can't
People.
say friend
I'm
like that,
Nigel.
man.
Huh? Why? Cause why?
Friend.
Cause oh yeah, my friend.
Yeah,
my
there
friend.
you go.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that in the next segment. I'm Nigel Hall.
I'm Derrick Freeman.
And Danny's here, and Drew is here, and Zach Mama is here. We'll be right back after these messages. You are fucking crazy.
Yes, y'all. We're back.
man.
It's the Shadow People. I'm Derrick Freeman.
Nigel Hall, and we are here with our esteemed guest, Mr. Zach Mama.
Yes,
ladies and
indeed.
gentlemen. What are you afraid of?
No, I'm trying to think. Not many things. Like emotionally or physically?
You know what? Both. I want to hear the answer to both.
Physically, I think little bugs, you know, when you're in a bed that you don't know, because I travel a lot. You're in a little
Where the fuck you sleeping at, bro? Where are you
Well,
sleeping?
recently in Montana, you know, they had a little bug in my bed. And when I got to the hotel, a motel actually.
Yeah.
Beautiful motel, but like gorgeous actually, like vintage stuff with old
What town in
phones.
Montana were you in?
Bozeman.
Oh yeah, Bozeman's cool.
No, it
Like
was
Bozeman.
great,
Yeah.
and it's
They
the
got
best
bugs.
way I've ever been treated by a venue
Mhm.
because they had my face at the motel, selling tickets to my show at the motel, and they wrote me a letter, had a little bag of gifts, like thank you for staying with us. We look forward to your comedy show. So nice. I get in the room, I take a nap, and then I feel something crawling on my side, and I'm like, I'm out of this place. I grabbed the little bug, I put it in the glass. And I showed them at the front desk, hey, this was in my bed. They're like, oh, we're so sorry. Let us get you a new
He
bed.
grabbed it so he could have the
That's
proof.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have
It
been me,
feels
Jack.
very French though to do that. Just
Yeah.
putting that out there.
I watched a lot of porn, so you need proof. You know? Sorry, I meant
Yeah.
Yo, man.
investigation movie.
Nah, it's all good, bro. He's investigating. Yeah, that counts.
Yeah,
I think the
100%.
judge
Hey,
Research.
Here's a clue.
Yeah.
Here's a clue. So I was like, hey, it was in my bed. And they're like, I have no idea what that is. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to stay in that bed. And the
Right.
guy that was working there was like, I wouldn't want to stay here either.
Right, of course not.
They're like, but this never happened. Of course, they're not gonna say like, I'm sorry,
This happens
this
every day.
night now.
Right. It's that bug season.
Yeah.
That's just what we're dealing
Yeah.
with. Uh-huh.
And so the owner of the motel actually paid for my motel room at a different motel. It was really nice. It was like,
Oh,
I'll take
damn.
you. He took me there, paid for my night there. He was like, sorry, because we're sold out. So we'll get you a room at a different place. First time
dope.
this ever happened.
Damn, that's
That
wild.
has never happened to
Yeah.
me.
No. Hell no.
And be like, all right, then, well, just spray that motherfucker out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm afraid of little bugs.
I'm not
physically.
going to lie. I am very afraid of
Now, what about
bugs.
emotionally?
Ah, you want to get through there, huh?
I
You
mean,
wanna
there was
get
two
to-
parts
you
to
wanna
the.
get
I
to the
mean,
deep
now
shit.
you brought it up.
No, maybe. Yeah.
Derrick, you crazy. Go ahead.
No,
man.
no,
My
no.
bad,
He's
my
right.
bad.
He's right. That just being myself with someone I'm dating, for example, will make them go away. Because, you know, when you seduce someone, it's called seduction because you're not yourself.
Right.
You're like trying to seduce the
Mm.
person. And then they're like, I didn't know you were like that. Yeah, because you would never be with me if I was like, if you
Right.
knew I was. you know?
Right.
So I'm afraid that.
Damn, that's a deep
That's-
fucking, okay, my man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, my friend.
It's $20.
Mon-
You can say it. I can't
we
say
can
anything.
say it.
Yeah. But yeah, being I'm afraid that I don't want to fake it, you know, and
Yeah.
I don't like the like if you go on a date with someone and you're really yourself, it feels liberating because the person is not staying. They're gonna
right.
go.
right.
Like yeah.
But you talked about that earlier. Like you said, you know, squeezing the water when it's already. So this is you like irritating people. That's your.
It's just
No, I'm not even joking. I'm just.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
I like having a connection, and when there's no connection, I'll try to push it and make it feel like there's one.
I got you.
And yeah, I used to go on a lot more dates when I was in my 20s
Mhm.
because I wanted to please people, you know.
Mhm.
And now I feel like, you know, it would go date 1, date 2, date 3 with the same person. That's what I mean, not like date 1 everywhere. It was like 1, 2, 3, whatever, because I wanted to please the person. But now it's just date 1, gone, because I'm not trying to please you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be me and be liked for who I am.
And if you don't like this, then
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's really hard to be liked for who you are because it's like, you know, oh, I've never had spicy food. Here's all the fucking spices. You're like, whoa. You know?
Yeah.
So
I mean, also, I can only imagine just traveling constantly can't help with that, you know?
yeah, I mean, it helps with
Short-term relationships.
Not really. not even because I
You
don't
can
have
stay
the
fake
energy.
the whole time.
I don't really. I don't have the energy to
It does take a lot
have
of
something
energy.
because even sleeping with someone is an exchange of energy.
Yeah.
Right.
And if there's a great connection, then you leave, and it's sad because you're gone and you're away and you're thinking about that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You're not focused on traveling, your work, and all the shit. You're thinking about, well, how do I make it work? You know, I want to go
Right.
back, and she lives in the middle of a state where there's nothing to do. Like I don't see myself, but mentally it's already draining.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Right.
thinking about all the reasons why it's not gonna work,
Mm-hmm.
but still trying to make it work mentally, that's a lot of energy. And yeah, if I go out with someone and it's just for one night, that's cool too. But most people don't want that, you know.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
don't lie about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm only here for a week.
Right.
Oh yeah, well then never mind, or call me back when you come back or whatever. But
Yeah,
it's not, you know, I'm 34. Like what I did in my 20s, it was easy because everybody was like, yeah, it's just have fun.
Right.
And now I'm like,
But now you want, like we were talking about yesterday, depth.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I want, yeah. And most people don't have time for depth, and that's fine. It's just,
And it's almost like you want that instantly, but you can't get depth instantly. Depth is something that you have to work toward. You
Yeah.
have to really do some real uncomfortable work sometimes
Mhm.
to get to this beautiful place.
yeah.
You
But
know,
I mean, with the lifestyle you live,
I can't go to that because I'm only staying in a city for a week.
no, I'm saying,
or
but
two.
before
you
yourself,
got
you can.
20
though.
minutes.
Like this, is what I'm saying.
Show me what's up.
No, but what I'm saying is though, but you can get to the inner depth within yourself. That's what I'm saying. You have all this solitude, all this time to think about it, and you got to go through all these emotions to be
Sure.
funny or whatever. I'm just saying. So, I think that, well, sounds like that's what you're relegating yourself to. Now you're accepting of the fact that like this is like a solo journey you're gonna take till you get to whatever point
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna get to.
yeah.
But when you get to that point, then what's the plan?
Well, I don't know, man. I've never been to the moon. Like, what do you
Okay.
do when you get there?
Yeah, I'm just saying. No,
Like, well,
no. So it's funny because we kind of just talked about George about this. It's
Yeah.
just like you just.
well, he got there. What did he do when he got there?
I don't know if he thinks he's there yet. That's what I'm saying.
So you never really get
right.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
I get you.
there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you ever really get there. It's an idea that you're
So are you
getting
prepared
somewhere.
for that though? Are you prepared for it to be like a solo mission?
Yeah,
Have you-
I've been on it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always felt
But
like
I mean, I don't know. I mean, 34. I mean, because I'm about to be 52. So I mean, at 34, I probably
you'll be 52 in 20 years, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm really in 1 week. But
Crazy.
the
And you DJing at the laundromat?
I would, but not no.
You got there, bro.
I think that's the pinnacle, right?
Right, that is the pinnacle. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's interesting because I've heard some other comedians talk about this, like,
Yeah.
and then we understand the road life, but we don't understand road life as a solo individual. You know, I mean, we depend on.
I mean, we
our
did at
bandmates
one
and shit.
point.
I mean, we feel like we solo sometimes anyway,
Yeah.
but that's a different.
But I was thinking about that
You
when
know
I was
what I
asking about that, like musician versus comedian, because I was talking to someone the
Yeah.
other day, and it's like they were like, "Oh yeah, well we bombed as a band," and I'm like, "Yeah, but if you bomb as a band, there's 4 other people up there bombing with you at the
And
same
there's
right.
time.
other people
You still have
can
someone else to
blame
like
the
lean
shit
on,
on.
and it's over.
Exactly,
You're like, let's get a
right.
drink. We just bombed together. But like when you're by yourself, I can only imagine. I don't know. That would.
Yeah,
That
I
would
mean, we
terrify
were
me.
talking about the power of music yesterday. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even if you, imagine you're in a relationship and you're arguing with someone, but you're just singing. You guys can't be in a fight anymore because singing is like, oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So any kind of music, people are already transported.
Mm-hmm.
Bombing as a comedian is very lonely because nobody's like, oh my god, it's
It's
so
a for real
beautiful.
island. It's like a.
Yeah.
You just got to
Yeah.
start singing your
Yeah.
comedy. Start
Right.
singing your jokes.
Man, you've ever seen a tap dancer? They're bombing the whole time, but they don't know because like, you know, and people are like, oh, look at there. What's in her shoes? Why is she? Is there a rock stone in it? Trying to get rid of. Like, what's so yeah, but I feel like we are aware we're bombing because there's silence.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas a tap dancer, and I don't mean to shit on tap dancers, I just love doing it. You're not allowed. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, anytime I see a tap dancer, I want to crack up because that's
funny because Savion Glover is going to be our next guest on the
Oh,
show.
hell yeah.
He's actually here, I think.
He's
right?
actually here right now.
He's a tap
gonna come
dancer?
in. Yep, he's going to come in. Oh,
Bring
you
him in.
know who he is.
Gregory Hines is my uncle.
Can you do my show tonight?
How dare you?
Can you do my comedy show tonight?
Yeah.
People are going
He
to crack
probably
up.
could actually, but he talks some crazy shit. Anyway,
Yeah, he crazy as hell anyway. So.
But yeah, some people would do it like Sandman Sid. Is that his name? I loved his tap dancing because it was deep. But some of them they don't have depth and they just look like a little horse running in place.
Yeah.
You know, and that makes me laugh. I don't know the sound of. I'm like, I never.
Pretty sure
listen
that's what they
to
do
that
upstairs
sound.
half the time.
I would
What'd you
never
say?
listen to that.
Pretty sure
sound
that's what
of
we're
it.
hearing from upstairs half the
That's
time. Whenever,
literally what we
so the
hear
horses are starting to
upstairs.
get going right now.
And I think it's the sound it makes. Like if it was like a sound of a bass drum, I would be like, cool, that's cool. But it's and it irritates me. Like guitar. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't blame you, man.
I'm kidding,
Yeah.
man.
Hey,
Oh wow,
that's crazy.
But yeah, what I'm afraid of.
No,
Yeah.
those are great. Those are great answers.
I
I'm
don't know.
also
It's just
I'm also
mine.
afraid of bugs,
Yeah.
and I live in a place full of bugs.
Yeah.
And you said that story, and it made me think of one time when I got in the bed with my wife,
Uh-oh.
and we laid down. We was going to sleep.
I remember, yeah.
You know what?
No, go ahead.
No,
finish.
we was laying down. That's some funny shit.
Is that the thing you
We
told
was-
me not to talk about?
No, that is not what I told you. Not. I didn't tell you not to talk about nothing. Let's be clear here. Don't get me in trouble today. But we were going to bed. We was watching TV, and all of a sudden, I felt something go across my foot. And she was all the way up. We got California King, so we got space. And she was all the way over there, and I'm like, "Fuck is that moving in the bed?" And I got up. And you know, New Orleans, and New Orleans, you don't have to be dirty to have roaches at a specific time. And I pulled the cover off, and I seen this roach, and I said, "Oh Lord,
Water bug, huh?
Yeah, well, it wasn't a water bug; it was a palmetto.
Palmetto.
Yeah,
way
them
worse.
the motherfucker looked like a damn turtle,
Yeah.
and it was moving faster than I've ever seen one move that big.
Did you keep it masculine or did you tap into your feminine side when you
I
screamed?
kind of did both. I was like, ugh. But I had to get it. And the funny thing is we got a dog, and she loves running around after shit, but she don't run after roaches because she bougie as hell. So I'm like, damn, why don't you do something so I don't have to do it? And I was yelling at the dog the whole time, and needless to say, the roach got away. But I also know somebody who was going after a roach and tried to stomp on the motherfucker and broke his leg doing it.
Oh,
You
it
Raymond,
was so thick.
Oh really?
you remember when Raymond broke his
Oh
leg?
wow, that was crazy.
So there's a drummer. Shout out to Raymond Weber, first of all. I know I'm about to put you on blast
Incredible
for a
drummer,
second.
by the way.
He is one of our favorite drummers, one of our favorite people in New Orleans.
Where was no, dude? Just for 1 second.
Oh.
Remember where were we at? Remember we could. That motherfucker was hitting the bell of his cymbal.
Boy,
Remember, where was that?
he was at the Maple Leaf.
Yeah.
We was at the
We
Leaf.
were outside
and
across
he
the
was-
street. We was like down the
We
street.
was down the street and we could hear that motherfucker. It was like, man, if you don't stop hitting that goddamn bell. And that was the night Cuz went up on stage
Oh,
and
my
was playing
God,
the cowbell.
Jesus
And he was
Christ.
like, somebody please take this cowbell away from Cuz.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah,
Cuz-
bro, that was crazy.
Anyway, sorry.
And
Anyway,
don't
so
tell them about the
roach.
the snare too.
The what?
I'm just trying to be.
Okay. All
Part of
right.
the
We,
gang.
we,
I was
so
like,
you
wait, who
playing
told you?
tonight. So you're playing tonight. Now this episode is probably not going to be aired by the time you play.
Guys, come see
But-
me a couple weeks ago.
Come see him a couple weeks ago. But you're playing tonight in New Orleans.
Yes.
How does it feel to be back into a place that you kind of know people and doing some of your comedy for some of the people who haven't seen. I'm a fan of yours. I can't wait to see you tonight. But there are a lot of people who are in town who haven't seen you.
Sure.
So like, how do you feel about bringing this new side of you back to a place that
I
you've
love
been.
it. I love it because there's people that are already on board.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once people get to know you, there's people that are already on board, and they help bring people that are like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Right.
And like in Dallas a couple days ago, I did a show, and front row there was a guy who's a fan with his girlfriend who hated me. So it's incredible to see this guy bring his girlfriend to the front row, and he's like, "Ha ha," and she's like, "What the fuck is this?" And so you never win, because you can only win half of the audience if the other half is people they bring.
Right.
Right?
Right. Right.
Does that make sense? Because
Right.
Yeah,
It does.
you can go to a steakhouse and bring your wife, and your wife is a vegan. What's she gonna order? Can I have fries, but not cooked in that specific oil?
Right.
So
Problems.
yeah, you never win 100% of the audience. You can only win half. Even like people who like you, they might not like you that night because they're in a mood like, oh, I don't want to hear about your uncle killing himself.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Like I wanted to hear jokes about the N-word.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I don't want to hear you sincere.
Right. They don't want to hear you.
I don't want
hear
you to
your
be
real.
sad.
They don't want to hear your inspiration.
Yeah.
They want to hear you talk bullshit, which is
So yeah, sometimes people are, or sometimes I want to do the jokes that I've posted, and people will come up to me at the end. I came to see those jokes.
right.
I'm like, guys, I can't please everyone because it's it's very hard to know who wants to hear new things, who wants to hear old things.
Right.
I'm doing the set that I think I want to do tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not planned. I don't do a set list. I kind of like look at what the audience is before me,
Right.
and then
But that's your inner jazz musician in you that makes you.
Well,
yeah,
right,
like
that's
I
it.
know what
Yeah.
I know what I can talk about. I have a list of things that I want to hit for sure,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes I don't even hit them because it's going somewhere else.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like going, oh yeah, I'm gonna fly to Philly tonight. Well, there's too much wind, so we're rerouting you through a different city. But I don't want to. Oh, they have a choice.
When you don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
right,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
So you just accept that it's not gonna go as planned, and it's part of music too.
Right.
That's the connection. I'm answering your question for 45 minutes ago.
Too late. Too little. Too late. So.
You accept that it's not gonna go. That's the first thing, is not having expectations. Because I was talking to the Uber driver earlier. He saw my Paris side. He's like, "You're from Paris?" I was like, "How do you guess?"
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, I went there, and we're disappointed. We had high expectations." Like, well, it's not my fault.
He didn't know it was fucking disgusting, and
He was like,
there
"There's
cigarette butts
graffitis everywhere."
Right.
I'm like, "Well, if
Dog
you like
shit.
graffitis, it's fine, but you don't."
Right. Right.
He's like, "Were you disappointed when you came to New Orleans?" I'm like, "No, but I'm getting there now." Talking to you.
Talking to you. Yes, kind of.
Look, two quick questions. So, you ever did any work with Eric Andre? Because I feel like y'all should do some
I saw him
music
tape,
That
slash
shit would
comedy
be
together.
fucking
Hell,
hilarious, bro.
I saw him tape his special. I'm in his Netflix special in
Oh,
New
nice.
Orleans. He doesn't know.
Right.
But I was sitting in the crowd, like close to the stage.
Mhm.
I bought tickets for his taping in New Orleans.
Nice.
In 2019, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So during the intro, he was walking past me, and I'm like,
Hey.
so I would love to meet him. I
Yeah.
heard he's a bass player too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all-
just saying,
yeah,
y'all
that's
have
what
an
I'm
interesting connection like that.
You guys know him?
No, I don't
Nah,
know.
I might have met him once, but not really like.
Well,
We know
Like,
Hannibal.
what the
though.
fuck am I
We
doing
know
on this
Hannibal.
show? Come on.
Yeah.
we know Hannibal. We know.
Oh, I almost featured for him in Boise, Idaho, but I had to go to Salt Lake City, unfortunately, that day.
Salt Lake. I don't know. That's
He loves Salt Lake City.
anyway. One other question was well, not really a question,
You
just
skated,
maybe like a
badass.
thought, because then like Fred Armisen, just like comedy drummer record,
Sure.
so like it'd be cool to get into some of that type of shit. I don't know.
Well, I love Fred, and I
Yeah.
feel like he did what he did was perfect, and I don't think I'd want to do comedy for drummers. I want to do comedy for more people.
Yeah.
For tap dancers.
No, yeah, exactly.
dancers.
Comedy for tap dancers, even less.
Right.
No, I love the idea. I love concepts.
You don't think about trying to combine the two. I guess.
No,
that's
I
what
would love to. I would
Yeah.
love to have a show with music and stand up.
Mhm.
Like there's Steve Byrne did that too with Neil Kane.
Yeah.
Neil
Yeah.
Kane had his band
Yeah,
trio.
I went to college with Neil Kane. That's
Oh,
my dog.
so-
yeah,
Have you seen the special they filmed?
yeah.
So yeah, you have
Mhm.
Steve doing jokes and the band, and I would love to have a concept like that. I don't know what I want it to be, But yeah, I want to include musicians and stand up and have like a big festival because I don't like the fact that it's just comedy festival, music festival.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
to
Yeah.
have both.
Yeah.
Right. Because there's so much in common with the two.
Yeah.
And I think it would be really cool.
And both of us, we take inspiration from Richard Pryor. Like, we really take inspiration from him.
Yeah.
Like, as artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, not just him. A few comedians I do personally, but I'm just saying. So I kind of see the connection. I think drummers, too, get it. For some reason, the connection to comedy through drums is there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
one of my
chefs, too, which is interesting. Like,
everything is connected.
There's a line, but there's a through line with chefs, drummers, and comedians. You being all three is an example of that. But I'm just saying, like, the people I feel connected
to.
Love cooking.
Well, I'm saying the people I feel connected to is always one of those three things.
Yeah.
Just that I have an artistic connection with. You know what I'm saying?
to
besides Nigel, which is like a spiritual connection. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking
But
to
like guitar players, I never connect with them at all.
Damn.
We're the tap dancers of the rhythm
tap
section.
dance.
I understand.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Because they get all the pussy, right? Check out.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Say, hold
Things
up.
change.
He said, hold up, bro. Hold
Yeah,
up.
ring.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
you'll be in your 40s at some point.
Yeah.
At some point.
He had his time. It's a different podcast.
Yeah, I hear people wear rings because girls
It's
get on you
track,
more
yeah.
if you have a.
It's like reverse psychology.
Yeah. They're like, oh my God, you're married? Let me do it.
Hey, man.
But a comedian once told me, you're a drummer, man. The audience is your drum set. You might get a little bass from here, a little cymbal from here.
Mm-hmm.
This was your crash. This is your snare. You figure out a way to make the audience work for you. That's your instrument. It's not the microphone.
Right.
It's the audience. The microphone is your sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you use the audience as a drum set,
Oh,
basically.
that's dope. That's a dope
And
way
I
to
Love
look at
that. Yeah.
It's fun. Once you realize it's just the same
Yeah.
but different, it's so much fun because certain jokes are gonna make women laugh. It's the jokes where you're super feminist and like woo, do this,
Mm-hmm.
but then certain jokes are gonna make men laugh. And my favorites are where it's divided and then everybody laughs at the same time at the end.
Right.
And also, comedy is like magic too. You're hiding the punchline. It's like gospel, where you're hiding the one. You're hiding the one. I don't know if musicians listen to this podcast. Do they know what hiding the one is?
Yeah.
Most of them
How would
do.
you explain it
they
to
don't.
someone who's not a musician?
Right.
And all musicians that played in church too. So like,
Exactly.
we got
Yeah.
it.
How would you explain it though to people who don't?
We're
play
talking about
music?
like in terms of the chord, like the one chord, or like
hiding the one,
like the beat.
the down, like
Yeah. It's the punchline. It's the. I don't know.
But you're talking about like
Exactly,
not putting
that's what-
something
I
in.
don't know how you explain it non-music.
So
Like
hiding
not
the
putting
one
something
is-
exactly where people
you're
expect it
hiding
to
the
be.
top of
Where you
the
expect it to be.
yeah.
You expect this one thing, but it's not coming yet.
Yeah.
Just wait a
So
second.
Yeah.
there's a drummer that explained to me one day, they're doing drum fills where you don't know where you are in the music anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They're hiding the one because they're playing, flipping the beat,
Yeah.
but they're bringing you back to the one.
Yeah.
Louis
So it's-
Cato.
It was that?
Louis Cato.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Friend of ours we know that does
Yeah.
that. So shout out to Louis.
Tonight Show band, right?
Tonight Show. Well, not Tonight Show. He did
The
Late show.
Late
Show, sorry, I-
with Stephen
Colbert.
Colbert.
yeah, I get confused on
Love
that.
him. Yeah, great drummer. But to me, stand up is like hiding the one. You're hiding the punchline.
Right.
You're making people think you're going somewhere,
Right. Yeah.
and then you're here, and then they think you're here, but you're already here.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's all about going back and forth, surprising people. How can I surprise them here? And sometimes the surprise is that there's no surprise.
Right.
It's always a mental game, but you want to surprise people in different ways.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why, like, one-liner comics, I love the creativity, but it's really hard for me to listen to them for like an hour because it's always here and then here, here and then here,
Right.
here and then here and then here.
Right.
I don't feel emotionally invested in that. I like having one-liners and then stories and then other things that are making me, connect with this particular person. Like, you're the only French jazz musician that's couch surfed to all 50 states. I want to hear about that.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only girl whose parents are two women. I want to hear about that.
Mhm.
You're the only who did I meet recently that was very interesting? No, that was me. No, I can't remember.
It must not have been that interesting.
No, I can't remember what it was, but it was a very, very interesting story where you're like, oh, I've never heard of such thing. I can't remember what it is, but if your story is unique, then I think people want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Right.
And finding ways to make it funny is what's interesting.
I have a question. I have, as a performer and a songwriter, and as me, I like to piss people off. I really do. But I like to do it in a way that makes them think. You know, there have been times where I like to deal with social issues through music and through song. For instance, there was one time where I was playing with Lettuce, and I think it might have been shortly after George Floyd was killed. And there was a point of the show where I got to sing a song by myself. And usually at that point, I'll just sing whatever I want, as long as it's in the same key or I make it in the same key. And I did We People Who Are Darker Than Blue by Curtis Mayfield. More, and other people, they were expecting me to do this song that was all beautiful and pretty, but I did a song about, us standing up for ourselves. Yeah. And it didn't make a lot of people happy. And I was not concerned.
In the band or in the crowd?
In the crowd. Because I think the band already knew what I was going to do. And they know when it comes to things like that, then I'm going to say something about it, whether they like it or not usually. But, we are always in alignment with that. But how do you deal with, because I know that your comedy it makes people think, and that's the best kind of comedy. Like we were talking about yesterday, like sometimes you gotta use dark comedy for the shit. And sometimes people don't get it. They're offended by it, and they get up and walk out. And I started talking about Paul Mooney and how I love Paul Mooney, because Paul Mooney don't give a fuck about you. You pay.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no refund.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? Does that like set you back?
Yeah, let me show you
a little bit.
So I'm ordering food now. I'm showing you. I'm showing you a quote, and I'm going to let you say it because there's the N-word in it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay, perfect.
No,
because I love
think
saying
your
that.
accent is better.
Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable.
That's by Banksy.
That's some real
Banksy.
shit. You can send that to me. Please,
Yeah, and I think that's all art is.
Yeah.
People want to be, oh my God, Amazon is delivering to my door. My food is coming to my door. My Uber is taking me from my door to there. They want to be comfortable and they don't want to feel like they're leaving home.
Right.
But you're leaving home to learn something.
Right.
If you're just leaving home to, let's have fun. Yeah, but that's not my thing.
Right.
And you're saying the best comedy is this. I don't agree. I think your favorite kind of comedy is this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't want to think.
Right.
That's why, that's America or anywhere in the world. If you go anywhere in the world, you realize, they don't really want us to think. The world would be a perfect place if everybody agreed on everything and was chill and was like, yeah, we should all share everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not how it is. People are greedy. They want to be on top and oppress people that are under them.
Right.
And that's why I think my favorite type of comedy is just disturbing people who want to be comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, you got your comfort, but we don't. So how about we share a little bit so we get a little more comfortable, and maybe you get a little less comfortable. And that's a trade. When you're white now, you have to hear jokes about white people because you're comfortable, and you should feel disturbed, and it should be okay. But I don't think. I think jokes should still be creative.
Right.
It's not because you make a joke about white people that it's funny.
Right.
And it's not because you make a joke about black people that it's offensive. That's the thing,
Right.
Because people are like, oh, you're punching down. No, everybody's equal to me, but that doesn't mean in reality they are, because in reality, yes, those people that don't have access to food, good food or healthy foods, and those people are gentrified those places, so only they can afford rent there. It's not clearly marked as a white neighborhood,
Right.
but the prices are very white. Right. So, but there's I think a
I'm
Portuguese.
from Harlem. I know when you're like, what?
You're from Harlem?
No, just that's what they, when you meet somebody of that world, they're like, they love telling you that. I'm from Harlem. I'm like,
from Harlem.
Where do your parents live?
Yeah.
Connecticut.
exactly.
I'm like, okay, that's what I thought.
No, and
It's so crazy too, because when I lived
You know
in
what I
Harlem,
mean?
that was just happening. That was just
Yeah,
starting to
you saw it,
happen.
yeah,
And
you
it
know,
was like,
it's wild.
whoa, this is weird.
It's
I'm
wild.
moving to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like I moved to Harlem to be around some black people,
yeah,
and this ain't it.
no.
There's black people on the signs.
There's black people on the signs.
street
There's black
signs.
people on the Apollo.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Uh-huh.
That's so crazy, but I totally agree with that.
Yeah, no. To me, it's about connecting people together. That's why I
Exactly.
love comedy. It's not. I'm not making fun of those people. I'm connecting you with the rest of the crowd, which I love. Sometimes I'll do a festival, and I'm announcing that I'm on the festival. And if it's only white comics and there's black people in the crowd, I know they're here to see me.
Right.
I'm not saying like, oh yeah, only talk to black people. No, I know they're having a good time showing their other black friends or white friends. Look, this guy talks to everyone and we can relate. Because a lot of times, I'll see comics from Colorado only appeal to people who's, go on hikes. Because that's the stuff that's relatable to
that's
them.
what they do, right?
Then I'll see people in Hawaii talk to Hawaiians, and they're like, oh, we relate to this. My goal is to be broader, but also darker, because life is really dark for me, because I chose to be a jazz drummer in a country that's not mine, studying art that was not created by my people. And
You'll be all right.
when you learn about it, seriously,
You'll be all right.
when you
but
learn
no,
about
seriously. But the fact that
the history of jazz is dark.
Right.
So most people are like, oh, but it's improvising, we're tap dancing. Fuck tap dancing.
But the point of it is to bring everybody together too, just like
point
your
is to
comedy.
bring
Exactly.
everybody together. And that's what I was trying to say by being provocative in my performance is that in that, I'm trying to I'm while you might get pissed off, I'm trying to teach something, and I'm trying to show you that there are people out here hurting, and that there are people out here who are going through things.
Yeah.
And that there are people out here who are suffering. And I want to bring that to light, because a lot of times people, and look, people pay, they work hard all through the week to come and see you perform. And they come to see, and they want you to take them out of whatever it is that they're in. And I think that and me personally, sometimes I think that pushing them deeper in it can help them come out of that show or that performance with a better understanding or deeper understanding of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
We were talking yesterday, and I was just talking when I was telling you about, I like talking to people. People will talk to me about music and things like that, and I think that's cool and all, but I really want to get to know you as a person so that I can get to understand you as a musician. When I come to see you perform, I want to know what makes you afraid, or why you don't like tap dancing. And
I love tap dancing. This is just
no,
an
he
act.
don't.
That's
No,
my
he
favorite
don't.
thing.
It's all good, and it's all good that you don't, because this annoys me too. But I want to know those things so that I can understand why this chord happens where it does, and why it's giving me goosebumps right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's always been interesting to me, and I feel like when I do it, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to invoke that spirit. Coming from people. So
I feel like it's all about expanding your comfort zone, and some people don't want to. My mom, she's so afraid of everything since she had brain cancer. I'm like, stop being
like she doesn't have it anymore?
No, it's gone, but also she's handicapped. She can't do anything, but her whole life was about her. Okay, she doesn't know her mom, abandoned at birth by her mom. her dad didn't want to take care of her. She was raised by her grandma who had already had 15 kids. So she felt like she was always out of place.
Mm-hmm.
And her whole life was about finding comfort in having her own kids and a place to call home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I don't want to travel. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to find a place that's comfortable and stay there forever. Despite all the signs that are telling me I should, work more, make more money, blah, blah, blah. She was like, I just want to have my kids and then nothing else matters. Yeah, but we were broke growing up because she was just focused on having kids, not about like maintaining a certain level of income so she could, have a nice house, keep post us.
Right.
Because once we left, she fell apart, got sick with brain cancer because she worked too much. She was too old to work that much. And like nonstop working 7 days a week. And I think it wore her down. And she got sick and now she can't do anything anymore. And she's finally back to enjoying not doing anything.
Right.
Because she can't.
Right.
And
because she has to, basically.
Yeah, she's handicapped. She needs someone to take her to the bathroom. She needs someone to cook for her. She can't cut a carrot because her whole left side is paralyzed.
Right.
Of her body. Yeah, whole left side paralyzed. And the right side, your muscle, after a while, when one side is not moving, the other muscles, they're not working more because you can't really walk.
Right.
Yeah.
So every day is going down, but that's what taught me also, like, if you want something, you have to work really hard to get it. Get out of the comfort zone because, I see my mom who wanted to be in her comfort zone her whole life, which I understand because of her past, why she would want that. Like, I want kids because I never had a family. Yeah, I get it. But I don't have that experience, so I shouldn't be like you.
Right.
Like, I've had a great mom. She was amazing. She gave me the courage to not only leave my hometown of 800 people, because it was 40 minutes from Paris. I left my hometown to go to Paris, but I also left my country. You leave your country to learn about, I saw Justin Faulkner play. I was like, I want to learn everything about jazz because I saw him play in a way that's so deep. It got me out of my comfort zone and I was scared of what I was going to learn and find out. Like the first week or the first month I was in Philly, my roommate's niece got shot in Philly and died.
Yeah.
She was 19. I've never heard of gunshots in France because it's not legal.
Right.
You never hear about people getting killed. We do other things, but no gunshots.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Man, that's great. What you just said about how you just described your mother, about her being in. It's like it's a very good description of this country, and like how we got here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People being subjugated or relegated to their comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that shit almost just made me cry, bro.
While the rest of this shit burns, it touched me.
Yeah.
Not just because it's a touching story, but also that just made me you really connected something.
Yeah.
With that.
It's not even a true story, bro. My mom's good.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. This is Nigel Hall.
I'm Derrick Freeman.
And this is Zach Mama. And you gotta go.
Look, this episode was sponsored by Lunacin. We want to thank them and all that they do. And also make sure you check us out on YouTube and Spotify. You can check us out at the Shadow People Podcast on TikTok, YouTube, These Shadow People on Instagram. And make sure you email us at the Shadow People Podcast
at gmail.com. Tell the people where they can connect with you also.
I'll be outside.
I'll be outside.
He's on the gram.
He on the gram.
Yeah, Zach Mama, ZACHMAMA, or ZachMama.com for my website. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Uber.
It also says AKA Monica. Too.
Whoa, what does that mean?
Stop it.
Anyway,
we're gonna get out to the Brown Hound Sound Pound Town. One more shout out to Lunacin. Well, thank y'all. Episode 34, Shadow People.
And thank
Derrick
you so
Freeman.
much, Zach, for coming through today, man.
Thank you, Zach.
My brother. Thank you
Thanks
so much. Y'all check him out when he's out on tour, and y'all check us out when we out on tour. And we love y'all, and thank y'all for tuning in. We out.
We out here.
Is that the way to do the comedy?
I need more weed now.
Is that the way wherever in any city you go,